going on, family? So I want to talk about something real quick. I had a lot of questions about the whole 401k debacle, right? And majority of the time, the question is revolving around whether or not they should just leave the 401k alone or should they pull some money out to invest in themselves. I've had people say, Tay, I want to join your course, or I want to trade some of the money that I have in my 401k because it's just sitting in there going down. And I've seen you, Tay, I've seen you and people in SCB make money while the market's going down, which we do, right? Shout out to the Apple Play. For those of you all who don't know, if you missed it, we did an Apple Play, a put on Apple. We made money as Apple fell, right? Now, you can't do that in your 401k. So if you ask me, Tay, should I pull money out of my 401k? I'm not gonna say yes or no. That's up to you. That's a personal thing, right? But what I can say is maybe it could be worth it, right? It could be worth it. So what I like to do, especially if I'm dealing with like family or whatever, what I like to do with my family or someone who has a family, let me say it that way, what I like to do is say, hey, find out what's gonna be good for your family. Find out what's gonna be good for you and whether or not you can make it work with the education that you're either trying to get or you have already. If you can make it work, absolutely do your thing. I'll give you an example of somebody that's worked for. Renee, this is one of my superstar students who studied her butt off. She came into SCB, she studied her butt off. She asked me, she said, Tay, I'm really good at this now based on what I've learned from you. Should I pull some money out of my 401k? Because I can make a lot more money than what that 401k is doing. She had a couple $100,000 in the 401k. She pulled out 40K. That was it. She put out 40K. She took 40K and traded it over a year's time, year and a half. Made over $1 million. She now has more money in her possession than what's in her 401k. Her 401k still has not grown to $1 million or grown that much, but 40K grew to $1 million. That is over a 10x. That's what, a little over 20x, 25x, 20x. Nobody's 401k is growing 20x. Not over a year, 2 years, period. So is it worth you actually taking a loan out or taking money out of your 401k? It could be, if you're gonna do right by it. I have another person, Jimmy, shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy pulled money out of his 401k. Jimmy's up 300% in 6 months, not even 6 months. Jimmy's been with me 3 months. So yeah, I would say if you're gonna do right by it, absolutely. Do what you need to do, but make sure you're gonna do right by it, right? So that's just my 2 cents. I'm not going to get too deep into it. It's a personal thing. Just make sure you're going to get the education so that you can trade right. Other than that, I see y'all on the inside and I'll see y'all at the top. Let's go.
My money machine go beep, I love the sound that it make. Plus all these racks I'm count, I think that my machine about to break. Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These private flights, Miami nice, these Gucci bags full of cash.